Welcome back to DeezyVision. Today we are here at the new Duff because we're going to get into some Guava Duff stuff, and we're here to do their tour. They actually do a tour of the facility here, and so we came here to partake of the tour. Now, for those of you on the channel that are not familiar with Guava Duff and what it is, Guava Duff is the staple dessert of the Bahamas. It is very popular here. We make it and eat it all the time. Let me tell you, it's the most delicious thing that you're ever gonna taste in your life. So if you're in the Bahamas, make sure that you try some Guava Duff. Now I'm looking forward to this tour. This is my first time doing it, and I know that we're gonna learn a lot about the new Duff and just how they do their thing. So if you're ready, come on, let's go. And as you can see, this sign here says bus, taxi, and tours welcomed. So if you're visiting the Bahamas, make sure you tell your taxi driver, your tour operator to bring you over to the new Duff so that you can get some delicious food and do the tour just like I'm doing today.
Welcome to the new Duff and Bali Teas. My name is Lazar. I'm one of the owners here. So we're two companies under one roof. We're the new Duff. When you think of the new Duff, think of an iconic dessert, much like what American apple pie is to Bahamians, and that's what Bahamian Guava Duff, what American apple pie is to Americans, and that's what Bahamian Guava Duff is to us Bahamians. When you think of Bali Teas, think of all the flavors of Snapple, okay? So on the large screen, you're gonna have all the food items that we have here in store. We have breakfast, lunch, dinner items. We also have our famous pastries, inclusive of our Bahamian Guava Duff, which you're gonna be having today. And on the smaller screen right here, you're going to have all of the beverages that we have here in store. In the coolers, you're going to have our lavender lemonade on the end. The middle is our fever grass ginger, and on the end is going to be our hibiscus iced tea. All right, so we have some tea samples here for you right now. So this is going to be our fever grass ginger tea. All right. Lightly sweetened.
Very good.
All right, I'll take that. Okay, so if you want to join me over here. So this is going to be our museum square, as we like to call it. We have some carefully curated items that we have bonded to the wall that we've collected over the past year and a half. Each item has a significance as it relates to the country and or our business. Which has been in operation for the past 4 years, and the store has been open for the past year and a half. So I'm going to go over a couple of the items to give you an idea of how and why we collected them. We have here a steam pan. It's about 80 years old. It relates to how we used to steam duck or steam pudding back in the day. The Bahamas used to be a British colony. We got our independence in 1973, July 10th, and some of the Britishisms have trickled down from the British culture into Bahamian culture. And Bahamian Guava Duff is one of those things that has evolved from one of the trickle down of those British points of interest. So a simple British recipe for pudding would be water, flour, leavening, some sugar, prunes, raisins. They wrap it up in a cheesecloth. They pop it in here. Sometimes this pan would not have the bun rod in it. They cover it up with this top, and they would steam it, and that would just be a simple British pudding recipe. And it has evolved over the past 150 years for Bahamians into what we now call Guava Duff. And we steam our duff here in store in bamboo baskets, and they're individually sized, about the size of your fist or a hamburger bun. And we smother ours in a guava butter rum sauce, as is the Bahamian way. All right? So if you don't have any questions about the steam pan, we can move on to another item. All right, so we have here a Robin Hood flour bag. And then I usually ask people if they can guess how old the flour bag is. I cover that up. And we usually have a fun game of guessing. And the bag is about 100 years old. It's from 1922. Robin Hood is a Canadian company. We use Robin Hood flour here in stores still to this day. This is a fabric bag, and as we all know, flour comes in either a box or plastic bags. This bag is very important to us as it relates to the history of Bahamians Specifically in the Depression era, in the 20s and 30s, there was not a lot of money to go around, so Bahamian parents would actually cut up these bags and make clothing out of them for their kids. Shirts, shorts, dresses, baby diapers as well. These bags came in very, very handy as not only a food source, but also to make clothing and make a way for children when they did not have enough to purchase and or make clothing. All right? So then I usually ask if there's any questions about the history as it relates to Robin Hood flour or back in those days in the Bahamas. And then we move on to the merchandise shelf. And then I usually choose about 4 people to hold these items right here. And I ask them to say their name and where they're from. And then we talk about the products and how the products relate to the company. We have here Guava Lava. It's going to be a guava infused hot sauce that we make and bottle here in the store. This is our most popular shelf item that we have here in the store. It's a guava infused hot sauce. It's a sweet heat. It's fantastic on wings and ribs. And both locals and our international guests seem to really, really enjoy this. We have samples for them here as well in the store. This is going to be our guava jelly that we have here in store. It's great on cheese and crackers, charcuterie boards, all that good stuff. And we also have a guava jam as well, which, as we know, is a favorite for Bahamians as well. And then we have a sample tea packet from Bali. This is going to be the Relax Bay. This is one of the 20 to 30 tea blends and varieties that we have here in store that we either have packaged inside these bags right here or in the tea wall just at the back of the store in those golden tins right at the back there. All right. And then after that, we have a sample. After we check, we have a sample of Guava Duff right here that we hand out. There you go. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. All right. And we ask them to enjoy. And as they're taking their first bite, we make sure that everyone's good. Ask them how they're enjoying the Duff. Everyone usually says yes 100% of the time. And then I point their direction over to the closet wall, which is going to have 2 QR codes. One is going to be access to the Wi-Fi, and the one on the left is the TripAdvisor. And we kindly ask guests to please sign on to the Wi-Fi and also leave us a comment on TripAdvisor and let us know how they enjoyed our space, how they enjoyed some of the samples that they have, and let them know that everything on the shelves is available for purchase, as well as on the 2 menu screens, and that I can help them behind the cashier's desk and answer any questions that they may have.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to give this little Guava Duff sample a try.
Right.
And let everybody know what I think.
All right, cool.
Right, now that was a very good tour, very enjoyable tour. And as you saw, I got a sample of the Guava Duff that I'm going to try right now. And as you heard during the tour, their method of creating this delicacy is actually through using a steaming method. That's very good. Very soft, it's warm. It's not, the sauce isn't overly guava. You can taste some of the buttery flavor in there. It's very good. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the tour of the new Duff. I surely did. Delicious. Trust me when I tell you, come to the Bahamas, you got to try you some Guava Duff. If you live here, you're eating Guava Duff anyway. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and show some love to the channel. And if you haven't as yet, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and do that right now. And don't forget to check out all of the links that I left in the description section for you. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video.